I traveled almost 6,000 kilometers through Southeast Asia and did it all overland, so I could just check it off my bucket list. Here is what to expect in the near future, as I managed to catch 10 trains, 4 of them being sleeper trains, as well as a 24-hour trip on a cross-border sleeper bus. If you like this already, please hit that like button, that helps me out with the YouTube algorithm a lot. I start my trip by flying into Singapore, where I made my way overland to Johor Bahru, just across the border in Malaysia. This won't be the first video of this series though, as I have recently done this trip already. I just managed to smoothen it out by taking the correct bus and walking from the border checkpoint to my hotel instead of taking a bus again. What will be coming up is the only sleeper train that Malaysia currently has, which is officially named Express 26. It is however better known under its longer name Express Rakyat Timuran, which runs on Malaysia's so-called Jungle Railway. From Pasir Mas, I found my way to the Malay-Thai border, where I walked across the bridge that is the actual border before walking in the town of Sungai Kolok. The next day I took a local train from there to Yala, which is about 90 minutes north. This town is right in the heart of the danger zone that is southern Thailand because of lingering terrorist activities. After I spent the night in Yala, I took another sleeper train directly to Bangkok, where I arrived the next morning, leaving me with a few hours to take a shower and do some shopping before getting on a local train that runs along part of the track that I used earlier to get here. I will end up at the seaside resort town of Hua Hin for the night. The next afternoon I hopped on a very short train back to Bangkok to get onto my connecting sleeper train to the border town of Nong Khai on the border with Laos. As I arrived there pretty early in the morning, I was able to take the twice-a-day shuttle train across the border here. You can't cross the border on foot here anyway, so this train is a good way to cross the border. I stayed in the capital of Laos, Vientiane, for a few nights to make sure I had enough rest, as I didn't know beforehand how all the sleeper trains would work out. I also managed to take the slowest and fastest trains on the Lao China Railway for a short day trip to the dusty town of Phang Vieng. It was the next day just before sunset when my luxury sleeper bus departed from Vientiane to bring me across the border into Vietnam and then all the way to Ha Noi. This was something way out of my comfort zone. The last time I did a sleeper bus like this was 25 years ago. For some reason it was also the last one until now. In Ha Noi, I had one day off to explore the Old Town area and to watch one of the few daily trains run through the now famous Cafe Street before my longest train trip kicks off. Sleeper trains in Vietnam are on an entirely different level, as the one I took from Ha Noi all the way to Ho Chi Minh City took some 36 hours to travel 1700 kilometers of track. In the upcoming train and bus videos, I will add distance and time traveled to show the average speed of all these trains and buses as well. I will also do a proper rating of all of them, so stay tuned, and if you didn't subscribe yet, this is a good time to do so because the videos are going to be pretty wild.